What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. This one was another pretty easy war. I mean, more difficult than we normally get. The last two farming wars have been not, what I would actually call farming wars. I mean, not like close ones, but definitely a good time for sure. So you'll see what they did to our bases. They did use all of their attacks. We will absolutely show them that respect. A lot of 3-stars on their Town Hall 9s, but they left a few on the board. So clearly that was the difference in the war there. But they did pretty well. So good job to the guys over at Evil Napkins BMF. On their bases, we did really well, except for those top two Town Hall 11s. Just didn't quite get them down to 2 stars. Guess you got the 1 stars. They were very, very close. One Town Hall 10 3-star, and the rest were Town Hall 9 3-stars. So good job to everyone at OneHive. Let's look at some of these attacks because there's definitely some nice ones. And of course, we will check out the Town Hall 10 3-star by our boy ASAP Aussie, doing it with an air attack Golaloon. This is going to be like a air attack special. I got to looking through all the bases and picking out attacks, and I got to notice, and I was picking like all air attacks, so I just stuck with it. And every attack in this video is going to be from the air, from the sky. So I hope you guys enjoy that, because most of the time what you get is more or less, ground attacks. So we're going to switch it up a little bit. Queen goes down. Obviously, Queen walk like all Town Hall 10 attacks start. This one was pretty interesting because obviously that first air defense there that the Queen's basically looking at is out of reach. And I kept thinking, okay, he's going to drop some wall breakers and go in there, but he didn't. He just walked her around the base to the right there, and you see he got that minion down the left side to help create that funnel. Then just did that giant to soak up some point defense because this Queen is taking a lot of fire right here. 2 archer towers and an expo. She really couldn't handle without that rage, of course, another cannon there. So he did go ahead and drop that giant once it got low and went down, dropped another giant, sent it in, and started taking up some more point defense just to let that Queen and those healers get caught up. And then obviously she's going to get that first air defense right there, take it out, no problem. She's going to have to work on the storage a little bit, but that level 40 Queen will take that out pretty quick as well. The air defense just starts to get some shots off on those healers, but the sweeper pushes them back. Going to continue to push them back, and once again there for just a moment had 2 expos and 2 other point defense on her, so had to use another rage ability just to get her caught back up, which they do. Luckily they get her pretty much full health right there, takes out that archer tower, and now she's in pretty good shape, only the 1 point defense on top of her. Even with that sweeper pushing those healers back, not that big a deal. She can handle it, taking out lots of defenses, so a good Queen walk here, good value, and is going to get around there and get that second air defense on the right side, which is going to be a huge value for the Queen there. So you'll see she's continuing on, getting a little low again. Those sweepers, they can be a nuisance right there. You'll see how low she's getting right here. And I mean, I cannot believe he didn't panic and drop that ability. I would have, but hey, I guess you got to, risk it to get the biscuit type thing. He just barely hangs on. She gets back to full health here for the most part. Wall breakers open that up, and she's going to get in there and get that next air defense. So right here, the King goes down with some wall breakers. He just wants to get in there and get that Queen taken care of. A few swipes on her, and she's done. And then the CC troops will start coming out. The Queen will handle them. And I love the freeze here. We saw this in our war against EE, and now ASAP sort of implementing it. Using that freeze on that Inferno Tower when the Queen's right there, because now she's going to get to it. She can be healed up from the healers and that rage. And I'm surprised she actually didn't get more than this, but I guess those level 8 Teslas are really tough, and she is stuck on the Town Hall here, doesn't have her ability or anything. So as soon as it goes down, she gets like, just too much, 2 expos and a Tesla, just too much for those healers to deal with. But here come the lava hounds, here come the balloons, just targeting look how many different defenses ASAP targeted right there with those balloons. I love that, because they take it down so quickly right there. You see them start dropping those first set of bombs, and all of a sudden this base has what? Probably 5 or 6 defenses that he has to worry about left. I mean, that's crazy. Drops the freeze there, has the haste spells for him. They're moving right in on top of that last Inferno Tower. Just as it thaws out, it's got 5 or 6 balloons on top of it. Boom. It goes down. Now all he has to worry about is those last 2 expos, and he definitely has the balloons left over to get it done. So we'll fast forward. They get to that last expo. It goes down. The pups, the minions, they're everywhere, and that is the 3-star. Nice job, ASAP. Okay, let's get to some Town Hall 9 action. Town Hall 9, Mr. Yazabek. Taking on number 15, and again, sticking to the air theme, does it with a Golaloon attack. Again, a Queen walk, wants to get her in there, get in on the action, and obviously you're going to see in Queen walks like this, the goal. People ask me questions all the time about these Queen walks, and I think I covered it in my video, but, what do I need to go after? Well, if you're going air attack, you want to get to those air defenses, so that's what you're going to see him focusing on here. A lot of point defense right there at the start, and he does only have that level 25 Queen. She's not maxed out or anything, so he goes ahead wisely, drops down that rage, keeps her up, keeps her going. She gets a few of those point defense taken care of, gets a little bonus in a skeleton trap there. Not really a big deal for air attacks, but still nice to get them taken care of. And then just going north here, she wants to go all the way around, get to that next air defense, get her taken out. And I think he's actually on this one going to actually send in kill squad, sort of like what we used to do. We've talked about before, sort of an older school style, but it's still very, very effective to send that golem in. A couple of wizards cut that funnel off, and then the king and everything sort of pushes in together with the queen, the healers, the golem, the king, all of that good stuff. So works out really nicely, goes in, targets that queen and the air defense right there. Nice angle on that king, making sure he's not going to wrap around the base. There's nowhere for him to go besides in. And there the CC troops start coming out, drops the poison for them, and the queen's going to meet up right here. So she's going to lock onto the enemy queen, the CC troops, all of that very, very quickly. And the healers are also able to help with the king and the golem. Whatever's taking damage, they're going to put a little bit of heals on just to let them last a little bit longer. And you'll see right there as the queen locks onto the dragon, it goes down real fast. But the damage is done. 2 air defenses taken care of. The queen's taken care of. The CC troops are taken care of. And now the lava hounds are free to come in with the balloons backing them up and just start absolutely wrecking these defenses on the outside. You see the queen still grabbing some defenses. That's always nice. She's going to get in and get that sweeper taken care of so that once the balloons get in its path, they're not going to have to deal with it. There is one sweeper in the core still doing damage. And look how those healers are just keeping that king alive for a little bit longer than you would have otherwise in the core there. Actually getting him healed up to the point where almost the defending king goes down. Not quite. But right there on the backside, that last lava hound, more balloons, the rage, and really he starts running low on balloons right here because of the mini Tesla farm there and that expo. But the queen stepping up with those healers, finally getting up there to them. The balloons do a little bit more damage, take out a few more defenses, but they start going down. But again, that queen is at full health. She's beating through these storages here, and then once she does that, she's going to step in there and start taking out those last few defenses. The Teslas, the expo, and the king, and that will be the 3-star. You see that the pups just happen to be in the perfect position down there on the bottom, dealing with that town hall and all that. As the queen steps in, right there, the ability goes off, and boom, that is that. Excellent job by Mr. Yazbek. All right, we haven't seen from our girl Queen Cookie in a while, so I thought I would throw one of her attacks in. She's still killing it like always. Another Golaloon. And looking at this base, just wants to come at it from, I think, the top here. Yeah, wants to get in there, get that queen taken care of. Those 2 air defense that are right there handy. She's got the jump spell for them. Obviously, some wall breakers to open up that first compartment, and then get in there and get those air defenses, the CC troops, the queen, and a couple. The queen. A couple air defenses and the CC troops, and then she's going to be in great shape for her balloons to come in. 3 hounds coming in to protect them. You know, usually the general rule of however many air defenses you have left plus 1 hound. You see the lava hound coming out of the clan castle. It's just going to buy a little time, slow him down. But the king takes that jump, goes right in, has that ability under him, so he's taking out defenses and trash buildings real quick, and they get in and smack down that air defense relatively quickly. The golems will take a few shots at it, and then it'll go while the queen is working on that lava hound. So right there, goes ahead and pops the ability, takes out that lava hound so the queen can get back to work on some actual defenses. Starts wearing down those pups real quick, but here, again, the damage is done. Anything else is just a bonus at this point. The lava hounds start coming in, the balloons start coming in. They're just going to go 2 on that first air defense, just let it start soaking up any traps, and if, no, look at the group of traps that are coming in. Boom, boom. Looks like they targeted probably different lava hounds, so weaken them both, but neither of them pop, so there's plenty of tanking still left there. Drops that rage to help those balloons get there just a little quicker, and that expo is right there too, so that's some high HP defenses that rage really helps take out fast. The last lava hound goes down, cuts across the base, soaking up any remaining traps, and also just doing the tanking for those last few defenses. Another rage, which is going to propel the Archie's balloons, take this rage and just go. I mean, it was like off to the races, targeting different defenses, which is great at this point in the raid. If your balloons are targeting different defenses, wow, so powerful. Drops that haste spell just to get them to that sweeper, and then kaboom, they are out. 2 haste spells left over. Crazy. Plenty of troops left over. Gets the easy 3-star. Nice job to Queen Cookie. All right, let that fast forward. Take a sip of beer. All right, good job, Cookie. All right, let's move it along. Just down 1 spot to watch Noah take out their number 20 and doing it with the Zap Quake and the Loons and the Lava Hound and the Dragons. Don't even know what to call this attack. I think Cheatham has a name for it, but probably not YouTube appropriate for some of my viewers, so I won't call it that. But anyways, pretty standard comp that you're going to see that you see a lot in OneHive now. It's just this combination. You zap Quake 1, you come in with a kill squad, you get another, and then you take out the remaining air defense with dragons and the queen with dragons, and you have a lava hound in there and some balloons. Just a real powerful composition if you get the right base and funnel them in correctly. So the queen's doing her walk. Right there, you see the Zap Quake waited till that queen got on top of that air defense, which is always a good idea. You see, I mean, chunked her down for what? Probably, I don't know, close to a quarter health. I mean, it's something. It's not like she's dead, but, you know, that's maybe one less breath from a dragon or something like that it's going to take her out. So definitely worth it. You see the wall breakers there, which is going to allow the queen to continue on her walk, get in there, and get yet another air defense taken down. And then the king's going to help out with that, obviously. Got the wizards to create the funnel, make sure the king's going to go into the base there, not wrap around. So that's good. But as soon as that queen takes it down, oh, he's going to wrap around anyway. So pretty much a swag to jump spell right here. The king was supposed to take that, go in there, get the queen taken care of, get the air defense taken care of. But no. As soon as he took out that mortar, the queen did, he was not quite deep enough into the base to take it, and he goes for a walk. So again, absolutely just a useless jump spell, but hey, we've all done that before, at least I have. Right there, the air sweeper is pushing back those healers a little bit, but the queen's taking no damage besides just a little bit coming from that lava hound, and then when the pups spawn, you know, a little bit from them, but they're easily able to keep up. You see, she's taking them all out, cleans up all those pups, and then goes in and takes out that air defense and the sweeper, and actually gets into the queen as well. Has that ability, which she can use and help take that out. So perfect job there, even though the king went for a walk, still got the job done. Here come the dragons. Here comes some more down at the bottom. And then the lava hound and the loons will come from the right side to get that last remaining air defense taken care of. You know, long time on this opener, so it really is something that has to go sort of quickly towards the second half of the attack, but it does. The rage for the dragons down low, the lava hound cutting all the way across the base, soaking up those traps, protecting the dragons and the balloons that are going to be coming in. And I love the way Noah funneled these balloons in right here, because watch this, one stop and boom, they're onto that air defense. Not really a very well protected air defense. As soon as the lava hound explodes, the balloons are on that air defense, taking it out, and that is, you see the queen over there just finally going down to that defending king, which actually takes her out, and then a dragon goes down as well. But from this point, there's only a few defenses left that can really even stop these dragons, and there's just not enough. So those balloons take out that, oh, they don't take out Tesla. They fall to the Tesla. But this dragon, being distracted by this king, needs a few more puffs on him, take him down. There they go. Now they're onto the Tesla, and with really only the archer tower left to defend. A wizard tower, it just means almost nothing to these dragons at this point. He's pretty much got it in the bag, just taking a little more time, and kaboom. 3-star, excellent job by Noah. All right, moving on. A couple more for you guys. If we're doing air attacks, it would be wrong to not show a Cheatham attack. This is what he does. This time doing it with a double Zap Quake. Kaboom. 2 for you, and a couple of quakes. There you go. This guy's -2 air defenses already, and he's got 6 dragons and a lava hound and 14 balloons. I mean, think about this. This is like the no kill squad to speak of. All dragons, loons, and those lava hounds there. So coming in from the top with the dragons, their job is the queen. They're going to get into her pretty quickly. He had a nice little funnel created there, the way you deploy them. Right here, they go to this storage, and that's it. They're all locking on. One breath, you're gone, queen. Now he can come in from the bottom and just worry about the 2 air defenses down there. He does wait and let that dragon come out of the CC. Very smart to wait on that. It's going to come up and do some damage to these dragons, but he's a little outnumbered at this point, so that dragon is going to go poof in just a moment. And here comes the queen, or they keep the king down low, doing a little bit of tanking for these loons, and then the lava hound's coming in, uses that king's ability, just targeting a few defenses on the outside with those loons. He's got 3 more in the bag he can deploy. He's just sort of slow rolling around the base, and the queen on the opposite side. I like that, because she's going to get in there and get that archer tower taken care of, so good value there for her. Really didn't have much else for her to do, honestly. So right there, the last 2 air defenses go down. The dragons are still doing work. The balloons are still moving their way through. Uses the queen's ability right there to get that cannon off of her, and then right there, the last cannon on the queen's side goes down, and all that's really left is the core of this base. Dragons moving in, balloons still, a few of them up, and that's all it's going to take. We'll fast forward right here. They got to get that Tesla and that Expo taken down. Once that high HP Town Hall goes down, it is all over but the crying. Right there, Tesla, excuse me, Expo, boom, down, 3-star. Beautiful job by our boy Cheatham. All right, one more for you guys, and we're going to wrap it up. Let's see here. Where are we at? We're looking at Pete Snipes taking on number 30 and doing it Cheatham style with a couple of zaps, a couple of quakes, and taking out 2 air defenses right here. One right there. I like how he placed that that quake spell, because it actually touched all of those defenses. Took him out, and kind of the double 2-finger tap on the zaps, kind of showing off there. So that was pretty cool too. Then coming in from the bottom, just dropping a minion, take out that army camp, a dragon to good in there on that side, create the funnel, another dragon on the right side to create the funnel, and then he's going for the queen, obviously, with the rest of those dragons. He again has a lava hound in the CC for that last air defense that he's not going to quite get to. But don't forget, he's got this kill squad coming through as well. Right there, the dragon and the CC comes out, but he again outnumbered. The queen and the dragon are doing some work on those left side dragons, but he's got a bunch more moving their way in here. So they are in trouble. A couple of giants go down with the wall breakers there, open up that compartment, which is going to let him get right into yet another air defense. So this base is only going to have the 1 air defense left. And again, he's got the the lava hound in the CC to take care of that. There's the king and the queen going down. They're going to keep working their way in there. That wizard doing just enough to create that funnel to push the king in there, and then the queen's going to follow suit. She can pretty much reach everything in there anyway. She doesn't have to actually take the entrance. She can walk around the outside and just snipe in, which works out great right here. The king's locking on. King versus king action right there, using the ability and actually use ability right there. And taking it out, taking the air defense out, and then moving his way in. There's the lava hound. There's the balloons. Lava hound goes down pretty quickly because there were some traps up there. But honestly, when you have that many balloons in that little small section, it just can't. With the pups doing some distraction fire, it can't clear it out quick enough. All those defenses around it goes down, and then everything just converges on. And 1 bomb drop, boom, it's over. We'll just start to fast forward because this one is done. All those balloons coming across, the dragon still coming across. He's got balloons coming in from the backside. Love it. Just taking everything out and getting the 3-star. Excellent job to P-Snipe. Still has the queen's ability, for goodness sakes. Right there, uses it just for cleanup. Beautiful job. All right, guys, that is it. Hope you enjoyed that one. Good job to everybody at OneHive. Good try to Evil Napkins. Hope you guys learned something from it, and keep on keeping on. You guys probably are winning the vast majority of your wars because you are much more competitive than most that we get. Real quick before we go, we were actually going to take this weekend off as far as arranged wars. I actually thought we were doing an arranged war, but I'm sort of out of the loop on that at times. But we get a random matchup that you won't quite believe. Reddit Raiders. And in case you don't remember, we have war them before, and they got the upper hand on that war. So we are looking forward to this. It's going to be fun. Again, we were sort of preparing ourselves for a relaxing weekend, not a stressful weekend after the last one, and not at all what we got served up. Unfortunately, they do have 2 more Town Hall 11s than us, and I think, let's see, we've got 9 Town Hall 10s. They've got 9 Town Hall 10s. So tied on Town Hall 10s, 2 more Town Hall 11s. So we're a little bit of a disadvantage. I'm sure, and it's not Reddit Raiders' fault. I mean, they hit the search button. It's just what came up. I'm sure they would rather it be an even matchup on a war like this, but you get what you get. So good luck to those guys. Hope you guys are looking forward to any of the coverage that comes out from it. Until next time, Jake from OneHive, doing my best to help you guys suck less.